Hey guys, my name's Jay and welcome back to the Canadian Crypt. I hope you're all having an incredible day so far. I know it's been a while since I've been active on the platform, but you know what? The last few months have been pretty wild. I actually recently moved houses, and I'm excited to share that I recently finished my first term of film school. I've met so many amazing like-minded people, and if you're watching, you know who you are. I've learned so much over the last 3 months, and it's stuff that I hope to bring back to the channel to make better content for you guys. Since Christmas is coming up, I thought we'd talk about some holiday-themed horror, and while this film isn't specifically about Christmas, A Killer Gingerbread Man is Christmas enough for me, so join me as we take a look at 2005's Gingerdead Man. The Gingerdead Man was made by Full Moon Features, the same production company responsible for quality titles such as The Evil Bong, Killjoy, and the infamous Gingerdead Man vs. Evil Bong. So what I'm trying to say is, don't go into a Full Moon feature expecting a traditionally good film. Go into it expecting a cheesy B-movie filled with terrible puns and over-exaggerated acting, which is something that I personally love, and I have a feeling if you subscribe to my channel, you do too. But is it worth adding to your holiday season rotation? Let's find out as we take a dive into Charles Band's killer cookie feature, The Gingerdead Man. Evil never tasted so good.
Ever try a ladyfinger? Yeah!
Gary Busey starts off this film with the pure insanity that he could only give. He plays a criminal named Millard Findlemeyer who robs a local family diner, but after things don't go as planned, he ends up killing the entire family, only sparing the daughter, Sarah. Now fast forward, Sarah and her mother open up a small bakery. It's there where she receives a mysterious package containing Grandma's gingerbread seasoning. Thinking nothing of it, they start prepping the gingerbread dough, but Brick, one of the other bakers at the shop, ends up slicing his hand open and spilling his blood into the dough. We then find out that Findlemeyer has been sentenced to death, then cremated before his ashes were sent off to his mother. We then cut back to Brick mixing the blood-laced dough, and after a quick bake at 350 degrees, we are introduced to a gingerbread man worth dying for. Similar to films like Jack Frost, the Gingerdead Man screams so bad it's good. But unlike Jack Frost, the Gingerdead Man crumbles fast and feels much longer than its very short 70-minute runtime. It's the kind of film that I go into expecting gingerbread slasher action and terrible bakery puns. And though the film does deliver on the bakery puns, for the most part, the kills seemed lacking and uninspired. The only kill that really stood out to me was the scene where one of the girls sets off a hidden trap and gets a knife through the forehead. Other than that, the kills were pretty forgettable. Now when it came to the actual cinematography, it's not terrible, especially by Full Moon Features standards, but there was one thing that really bothered me, and that was their use of the Dutch angle. Now don't get me wrong, the Dutch angle can be a very useful technique for building unease if it's used strategically. But I kid you not, there's a 15-minute long section in this film where they only used the Dutch angle. I'm honestly curious whether they actually did that as a stylistic choice, or if they just forgot to balance their tripod and said good enough. When it came to the acting, Gary Busey really shined. He gives an entertaining and unhinged performance both as Millard at the beginning of the film and as the Gingerdead Man. I honestly don't think that they could have found a better actor to play this role. I also thought Robin Sidney did a great job in the role of Sarah. She was a strong character that I was rooting for the entire way through, and I guess Charles Band also saw her potential because she later went on to do roles in films such as Killjoy and the Evil Bong series. As for the other actors, I really don't have much to say. Now there's one part of the film that I really need to talk about. There's a scene near the end that involves a literal face-off between Brick and the Gingerdead Man. Brick ends up biting his head off in an attempt to kill him, but this just results in the Gingerdead Man's soul possessing him. I'm not saying it's a terrible idea, but in my opinion, his acting wasn't nearly strong enough to pull it off. But hey, at least it's nice to know where Machine Gun Kelly got his inspiration for that Billboard Awards look. So to wrap things up, would I recommend checking out the Gingerdead Man this season? Probably not, but hey, sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. However, I do know that this film has its following, so if you want to check it out, I'll link it in the description below, where you could watch it for free on Tubi. This definitely isn't the worst film that Full Moon Features has released. For me personally, that would go to The Evil Bong, which is a film that the king of the stoners himself, Tommy Chong, couldn't save. But I gotta know, what are your thoughts on the Gingerdead Man? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Have you even seen it yet? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you made it to the end of the video, you're awesome and I appreciate you. And if this is your first time on my channel and you dig what I do, why not consider subscribing? It really does help a small creator grow. So with that being said, as always, embrace the fear. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay scary. Cheers.